Well, yesterday we talked about the best self-talk for finding your purpose, and today we're going to talk about your determination. And that is going to be a fun one because that is the passage for today. And you know how we love to get into these. So today is December 24th. Happy Christmas Eve. If you're celebrating Christmas, happy Christmas Eve. I am. And Lynette is going to be here a little bit later today. We are day 359. There are 7 days left in the year. Look at that, 1 week left. Look how far we've come. And we are about 98% complete with the year. So that's pretty close, isn't it? Yep. So here is the passage for today. I do have a client in just a bit, so I've got to go a little bit fast here. It's okay. So I am determined. When I have a goal and I'm doing what I know is right, I refuse to stop, give up, or give in. When I have an objective that is worthy of me and worthy of being fulfilled, I keep going until I reach it. That's you determined. Determination, being a determined person, is a choice. And it's not a I was going to say it's not a personality trait. It could be if you were raised with the right programs, but truly, it's a program of being determined enough to stay with whatever it is that you want. And if you find that something, a goal that you set, think about it for the coming year, and you have a goal that you definitely want to happen, and maybe you didn't follow through on your goals for this year, and you're definitely going to do it for next year, or maybe you just continually set goals and achieve them. You're a rarity if you do. Although I'm trying to help you to do that all the time. It's what I've learned, and this is what I do in my life coaching. I help people set 3 focus goals, like have your big goals for the year or whatever it is you want to do, but then you have the 3 focus goals that help move you towards, whether it be, your career or getting healthy, but every week you're moving towards those goals. And that's, I really help you to find, I help my clients find the right goal for them based on what they say they want and how real that is. It's the same thing as if somebody would tell me, which none of them ever have, I want $1 million. It's, that's what a lot of people say, right? You've heard that, or 2 million or 10 million as inflation goes up. And it's not about the money. I want to dig a little deeper and say, well, why do you want the $1 million? Like, what's behind that? And you and I, we've had this conversation. We sit across the table every night. That's kind of how I feel like I'm with you. And we have these conversations. And if that were you telling me that, I would say, well, why do you want $1 million? Like, what does that $1 million represent to you? And it will always get down to, it'll go, I want to have the ability to have whatever I want, pay for what I want, help my friends, my family, help myself, buy a new home. All these other things. But the point of having $1 million or having a lot of money, it doesn't have to do with having that money and seeing it in the bank, or molding it into, making a collage of all your, 50 and $100 bills and 500 and $1,000 bills. No, that's not, you don't want $1 million for the $1 million. You want $1 million for financial freedom. That would be, if you would tell me that, we would get down to financial freedom. Okay. And then we'd work our way back. What's going to help you to find that financial freedom for yourself? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you, excuse me, are you in a job that you can move up in? You want to change careers? Where are you? And how creative are you? And how important is it to you? Because a lot of times people will come with these, will have these goals, and I'm not talking about my clients, because we work together to really get what it is that they really want and dig deeper, and until they know exactly what they want and why they want it, and what it will do for them when they get it. And that in and of itself, by the achievement of these goals each week, their self-esteem builds and builds and builds as they listen to the self-talk language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created. Did I even introduce myself? I'm Lynnie Wennerstrom, and and in helping you find your purpose, because that's why I'm here on this channel. And one of the tools I use is Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book, 365 Days of Positive Self-Talk for Finding Your Purpose. Apologies for the late intro. I just wanted to get, I just got very excited about this determination, because that is one program that I do have, and I love it. And sometimes you can be too determined, depending on, with anything, you could go one way or the other. But determination in reaching an objective and a goal, that's something that's important to you, that's a really good, um, a good, a good thing to have. That's a good program to have, because if you want something and if you're determined enough, you will get creative, you will figure it out, you will make it happen for yourself. So I'm working on my determination. Today I just figured out like exactly how I'm constructing my this year coming up, and putting it all together so that I know exactly where I'm going. I have my goals, and I have, and working with my coach, I also pay for a life coach. I very much believe in coaching. I believe that every coach needs a coach. I believe that every single person needs a coach. The reason I say that is because a coach isn't there to, here's my belief, to encourage, to do all those things. That's nice to have a cheerleader. But for me, and the way that I look at coaching, is that I'm going to tell you things, I'm going to tell my clients things that they necessarily may not want to hear. And they're not paying me to be kind and friendly and be their friend. No, they are paying me to help them to achieve the goals that they want in life. They are paying me to help them see what is stopping them. They are paying me to see through their own, through that, like somebody that's their friend might not want to tell them, well, you're just not, you're not getting done what you want to do. You're not following through on things, and I will. And um, it's important that my clients grow. And so a life coach, it's like, on a football team. The coach isn't going to say, "Oh, you did good. Next week will be better. Don't worry if you didn't get to practice, and you just decided to take it easy today, and all of those things." No way, because that team is not going to win if one single player, that player will be kicked off, right? And this is how I see coaching. It's like an actor or an actress. They get coaching to, and it's the coach, it's the ones that have the coaching compared to their uncoached peers that have more success. Not only do they have someone who is helping them, guiding them, they also have someone who cares deeply about their success, believes in them, encourages them, sees beyond the subjective, and sees the objective, being objective. They have their coach that says, this is what you said you want, and I'm going to help you get it. And if you decide you don't want it, then if it's a football player or something, okay, you're benched, right? They're not going to keep someone who's not performing. And why should they? Because then the whole team loses. And but ones who are coached and individually coached, it's a whole different ball game. They rise to a whole different level. And that is exactly why I decided to, along with the self-talk, to coach people. I was a health coach, and when I found that people just weren't doing what they said they wanted to do, and then I found out, as I've mentioned before, it's the programs. So until they change their mental programs from what they can't do and why they can't do it and they're not good enough and all of these limiting beliefs, until they change those limiting beliefs into understanding that they are unlimited with unlimited promise and potential, and this goes for you too. Until you change those, goes for me, goes for every single one of us. Until we change those, we are always, those limiting programs, those programs literally that are that we were programmed when we came into this world. When we first came in, we were born with unlimited promise and potential, an open book, ready to just take on the world, everything. And then we got programmed. And so coaching is a secret weapon of people who really understand and invest in themselves. You will find people who really want to find success. Every single one of them has a coach in some area of their life, and for the most part, because even in business, when they really want to succeed and level up and level up and level up in life, then they have someone, which is me. I want to level up, and so I have a coach. And I didn't have her for a while with Steve, because I was juggling my clients because I never knew what was going to happen with Steve. So that so I just let that one go, and man, could I feel that? Could I feel that? Uh, I just didn't feel like I could commit to the only goals I felt I could commit to, which I was doing for myself. It's not the same, by the way. Um, was to was to keep moving myself forward every day, and find the little things that I could accomplish. And in working with, it's just had I kept her on, I probably would have even done better. I just didn't feel that I could, just where I was emotionally and and time. It was a whole different world for me. And so I'm very excited, to have her in my life again. And she's always been in my life, but um, not always, but she's been my coach for quite a while, and I'm just so grateful to have her. And she guides me. She guides me spiritually. She keeps me accountable for what I say I want to do. She keeps me accountable, and for assignments and other stuff like that. And so I want to level up, which is why I have a coach. And if you want to level up, then I encourage you to find a coach in any area of your life that you would like to succeed. And if you'd like to succeed in all areas of your life, I encourage you to look at hiring me, and see if we're fit for one another. And so that's something that if you ever want to talk to me about, that's Lynnie at LynnieMotivates.com. You can see all my programs in the description, everything that I offer. You can find a link and see what I offer, and see where it's going. And I'm going to do something different this year. I'm going to, which I've been doing this year. I mean, this coming year, which I have been doing, and I've been doing a scholarship for one person. Actually, it's been like two people, just to keep them, for a month, and get them in the Kickstarter, and show them how to create their goals and everything. And so I want to do that, have 12 of them, so one a month, and really get people moving. I have volunteered all my life, and that's a really important thing for me to do. Also, um, just the life coaching period, showing people how to reach their goals. It's it's amazing. So this determination, it's such a big factor in finding success in your life. So here I am talking, and I have a client in about, I think, 10 minutes. So let's just read this one more time. And again, so I don't forget, happy Christmas Eve, and I'll be back tomorrow with you. So I am determined. Let's spin it around. We spin it around, higher self talking to you. You are determined. When you have a goal and you're doing what you know is right, you refuse to stop, give up, or give in. When you have an objective that is worthy of you and worthy of being fulfilled, you keep going until you reach it. Very specific to the brain. You are telling your brain, this is how it's going to be. You are rewiring your brain. If you said that over and over and over 3 times every single day, over and over and over, morning and night, and you just continually said this phrase or listened to this phrase, you would rewire your brain to that, to be determined and understand that when you have a goal, you keep on going. If it's worthy of you and you see it as being worthy to you, you're going to keep on going. And if it's worthy of being fulfilled, you're going to make it happen if you want to achieve that goal. And you are going to keep going until you reach it, because it's that important to you. I love you so very, very mucho. I believe in you. You can do this. And I hope you can find your purpose. You can do, be, have, create, change, become absolutely anything. And I really sincerely hope that if you have not yet downloaded the app, which is 30 days free, it's not my app, it's Dr. Shad Helmstetter's app, with his language, a self-talk language that rewires your brain with the programs that you want of a healthy self-esteem, of finding financial success in your life, creating, not finding, creating financial success, creating wonderful relationships, overcoming smoking, addictions, which would include smoking, but there's one specifically for smoking. These are programs. These are programs that will change your mental programs that in any way that are negative, the 77% that are negative and hold you back and stop you right in your tracks, and the 95% that are in your subconscious mind. The 77 or more percent is in your conscious mind. The 95% is in your subconscious mind, holding you back, sabotaging you. Like, why do you self-sabotage? Why do you do that? Why do you procrastinate? There are all kinds of programs. If you're a procrastinator, I've been seeing it a lot. If you're a procrastinator, here's what you need to do. Here's the system. Here's the system. If you're a procrastinator, that's a program. Breathe a sigh of relief with me. And please don't call yourself a procrastinator. That's a label. And you're saying, I'm a procrastinator. So what are you then? You're procrastinator. So if you say you are, that's your reality. So it's like, you know what? You're not a procrastinator. You are creative, you're a doer, you are motivated. And I'm going to really focus a lot on, in the coming year, on that internal motivator versus the external. Right now, for you, I'm an external motivator. And anyone that motivates you, inspires you, they're an external. I want you to become your own motivator, your own inspirer. Not that you can't get inspired by other things or motivated by other things, but I want you to be able to get up in the morning and go. Do what it is you say you want to do. And I want you to really understand that this self-talk language, but this is the book that we use the passages, but they are the self-talk phrases. But that is what's going to help you to grow and find success in every single area of your life. When you are self-motivated, that the language that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created for all of us, it is the easiest way to change your programs so that you can find success in every single area of your life. And you have watched me show you how to excel in times of change. And the self-talk is such a big part of it. The spirituality, yes, I teach practical spirituality, the spiritual journey, the human experience. The neuroplasticity, if I can get you to start rewiring your brain, which is really my intention, because if you rewire your brain, you're going to be a very happy person. You rewire to the programs that are healthy and keep you going, that you are motivated on your own, you're a self-starter, you make things happen, you're determined, and you prioritize, you set goals, you prioritize what's most important to you. All of these things. It's overcoming negativity in yourself, overcoming negativity in others, defeating problems, like all of those things. These are programs that you will learn, and really raising your self-esteem, like having that high self-esteem. So I love you so very, very mucho. And as always, shining my light to brighten yours. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Christmas Eve, and tomorrow, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and all that fun stuff.